Hi, guys. This is Juliana again, and today we're going to talk about accommodations. What we can do to help with students that have some sort of trauma or any type of mental health issue. Anything that has happened or is currently happening with them emotionally, socially, psychologically, that's affecting their progress in the classroom or at home or anywhere pretty much. So let's go. Okay, this Mindful Monday was inspired by this video I watched. I first saw it on Facebook, and it just talk about. It's a very short video. It's a minute and a half. It just talks about how if we deal with mental health the same way, if we deal with physical issues the same way we deal with mental health issues, and how that would look like. Uh, it's for adults, so I would highly recommend this video. It's eye-opening. Okay, the first accommodations I have, it's visual schedules. So visual schedules are very powerful. They can help the students, and especially kids that can be anxious and want to know what's going on during the day, so they can be very beneficial to the students if they are used the way they're supposed to be used. uh, when you do a visual schedule, either for home or for school, you don't just give them the student their schedule and that's it. You have to refer over and over and over to the schedule and teach the students how to use the schedule so they can be effective. But they can be a powerful tool because that the schedule can help kids with high anxiety or kids that need to know what's coming, and that helps them lower that anxiety level. The next one I have is to create some sort of signal with the students, so when they need your help, they can find a better and appropriate way to request help. It could be a sign language, or it could be an exit ticket, or it could be any type of signal you come up with the students. But that means that you took your time, you sat down with the student, and you came up with that signal. So when the student needs you, he or she can use the signal instead of just having a crisis. The next one, this is more for us, is just a reminder for us to keep calm and check in with the students, not only when they're in crisis, but throughout the day, so they don't see the need to get into a crisis. So we can be proactive and prevent things from happening. Uh, but the key word here is us keeping calm. Our emotional status will affect the student's emotional status. So if we are getting upset ourselves, we need to know when we need to take ourselves out of the situation so we don't make the situation worse. Next one I have is know the rules. I know we all teach students and even parents. I know we teach rules at home. Um, and at school we teach the students rules, but it's very very important that we are specific and give lots of examples. So don't just say be respectful, give examples. Tell them what being respectful look like, what it sounds like, how it feels like. The same for being responsible. Give examples: turning your work on time, um, be ready when the teacher is ready. So give them very specific examples what that look like in your classroom, and how that look like at home, and why we do the things the way we do. And that's connected to the next one I have. Not only explain with very specific examples the rules, and an important thing about rules and expectations, they not only should be given at the beginning of the school year, but should be practiced and revisit throughout the day and throughout the school year. The same thing with consequences. Everything that happens to us have consequences. Um, so a simple example, if is something that we can apply to school and home. One of my kids, my own kids, they know if they do something at school they're not supposed to do, they're not only going to have the consequence at home, they're also going to have the consequence. They not only have the consequence at school, but they also have the consequence at home. And it's going to look different, and from home to home, from classroom to classroom. But it's important that the students know ahead of time. So when explaining rules, it's also good to explain the consequences, not only the bad consequences, but also the good consequences. For example, if how do you feel when you're doing the things you're supposed to be doing? Your teacher's going to be happy for you. The teacher's going to be expected. You're going to feel good inside because you're going to be uh, accomplishing things that you may thought you're not going to be able to accomplish before. So connect the two things. Like this is what happened when you do, and this is what happened when we don't do it. What we're supposed to be doing. Be very specific about consequences and revisit them as well as needed. Sometimes the students don't remember, do not know. The last one I have is love them. Love the students, regardless of where they're coming from, what issues or baggage they are bringing with them. Just love them. Pour your love on them. Meet them where they are. Be there when they need you. And it's hard to meet them where they are when you have 20 some kids in your classroom, but some of your students, and I know it's not all of them, um, they're gonna need more of your assistance than others. So be proactive, get to know them, show them that you're there to help them. Um, and I couldn't say this, I don't know another way to say, but meet them where they are. See the needs that they have and meet those needs. Don't expect, oh, someone else gonna meet those needs. No, be the one to go and help the students. Don't expect another person. If another person comes and help, that's awesome, but don't expect be the ones to make the change. Be the one to start the process, uh, and love them. Some kids are hard to some kids make it difficult for us to get to know them because they may be the ones that are very introverts and they shut down and they do not want to expose themselves. Take your time. Show them that they can trust you. So, today our quote is the greatest gift that you can give to others is the gift of unconditional love and acceptance. And I think this is very fitting to talking about accommodations and how to provide what our students need in the classroom. Um, and like I said, just love them, be there for them. That alone can make a huge difference, and that takes relationship building. And I know that takes time, so it's important to find time. Maybe it's during recess, maybe it's a day that you're going to take the day to eat lunch with those students that need, or maybe that's the day that you're going to invite them to your classroom before school, or they're going to stay a little bit after school. So find the time and show them that they accepted and that you love them regardless. All right, I see you guys again in 2 weeks. Thank you for watching.